Hey everybody, it's Carrie. Hello, welcome to my channel if you're new here. Welcome back if you've been here before. Today, guys, we have a tribute to my sister video. Story time, hold on, guys. Today, guys, will be a tribute to my sister video. If you guys are new to my channel, hi, I'm Carrie. If you're not new, guys, you guys have seen the video that I posted. So it's going to be a story time tribute. If you guys don't know, 3 weeks ago, we found out 3 weeks ago today. It's being filmed, guys, 5 o'clock in the morning. Not like 2:30, 2:45 on Friday. Very, very early in the morning. I don't know, guys. It's very, very early in the morning, guys. I don't know what to do today. It's being filmed. It's been 3 weeks as of today that we found out my sister had passed away. So, guys, today is going to be a video tribute to my sister. Now, guys, the thing is, we were not able to go to Memorial because it was all the way down in South Carolina. We live in Pennsylvania. And my dad is almost 90 years old. So, we're not able to go all the way down to South Carolina, where my niece was having the memorial. I guess my nephew-in-law, is that a thing? Her husband and my brother. My biological older brother. So, guys, my sister wasn't. You guys think sister? You guys think a young person? No, guys, my sister was in her 60s, late 50s, early 60s. Now, guys, you guys think, how the heck do you have a sister that old? Guys, I just said it. My father's 90, almost a few years from 90. That is how I have a sister that old. That's how I have a sister. Now, my brother's in his late 50s as well. My oldest brother. The other one's only a few years older than me, so. Guys, this is too much a family business, and this is Daddy's family business, so I don't get to say it. There is a reason why there's so much time between us. Daddy had 4 children. Why there's so much time between the older set. The dad had the first set, and Dad had a second set. My uncle actually did the same thing. They had older 3 kids, and they had 2 younger kids, but they were both still together. Daddy was remarried. Guys, I told you guys are not new to my channel. I'm right here, guys. The video never told me. So, guys, I'm filming this the same day I'm filming on St. Patrick's Day. So, St. Patrick's Day. Feels wait to St. Patrick's Day, though. Probably or so. Guys, I decided not to film this on. I need to film this on the day of my sister's memorial, but do not upload it on the day of my sister's memorial, just so you guys would know exactly what day my sister's memorial was on. So that's why this is being vlogged. And guys, for the record, this is why I'm taking like a break from so much vlogging. I'm vlogging everything back to back and storing it for you guys, is because I'm going through an emotional issue. So guys, anyway, my sister was in her almost 60s. I know we did not have the same mother. My mother has been with Jesus since I was 17. Her mother passed away last year or so. So it's my half-sister, my half-brother, but kind of just want to know his business. Anyway, guys, my sister was 30 years old when I was born. Seriously, guys, I was born about a month after my sister's 30th birthday. Sad to believe that I had a sister the same amount of time between me and her that I am now. Dad should go out and have a baby now. Don't upstage me. Well, I upstaged her 30th birthday. Not really, because I'm being born a month after her 30th birthday. And she passed away a week and a half before my 30th birthday. Yes, guys, unfortunately, my sister passed away, if you guys don't know, a week and a half before my 30th birthday, which was almost 2 weeks ago. Kind of sucks, guys, honestly. But guys, this video isn't to be sad. This video is to talk about my sister, who I call Sandra or Sonia. I don't give out her actual name. So guys, my sister wasn't an evil person, because think of it. She was a physical therapist, and she took care of the elderly for a living. So she couldn't have had an evil heart. She took care of the elderly. Care of her mother and her grandmother for many, many years before they passed away. So my sister wasn't an evil person. She took care of everybody. She had a daughter a few years older than me. Guys, it's a funny thing. My sister, we'll go back to the beginning, guys. My father was estranged from my sister, which is really none of my business or anybody else's. But my father was estranged from my sister. So when, which I guess is way too bright. So when it came time for me to be born, my sister wasn't at my mother's baby showers. I say in the videos, my sister was estranged from my life. I actually never met my sister. I never spoke 2 words to my sister in my whole life. I have spoke to my older brother, and I call him Rupert in my videos. Guys, I did have a relationship with Rupert. I did have a brother-sister relationship. Because when he broke away, why it hurt so much for me, for Daddy, and for Derek. Sorry, guys, excuse that. Right there. We gotta fix that, so I don't want to vlog over here. But guys, it's the thing. Didn't have a relationship with my sister. I had a little bit of a relationship with Rupert, and Derek's the brother I grew up with. Also not his real name. So guys, anyway, Dad and I, like I said, we never heard from her, never seen from her. And my dad's ex-wife actually got on the phone talk to him one day, and I thought it was her, but it wasn't. So anyway, guys, I have a niece a few years older than me, which is kind of confusing, but so anyway, guys, my sister and I have so much in common. For one, she likes celebrities. She liked the hockey player. See, Bobby Clark, his name was, I had to think for a minute, guys. And that just shows there that we probably had a lot in common. She liked celebrities. My brother also had the hots for Farrah Fawcett, but so Dad's used to his kids having crushes on celebrities. He even said, he almost feels like Derek is odd because Derek didn't care about celebrities. He was like, I don't care about this stuff. These are just puppets. All of my other siblings were like, yeah, celebrities. He wants celebrity crushes, like celebrities. Guys, the fact that my sister wasn't around for big events, guys. You guys have watched my channel. You guys know I was born at 25 weeks of pregnancy, given 12 hours to live. I needed a life-saving blood transfusion. It did save my life, but gave me diabetes. Now, guys, like I said, I throw in the background there. The sad thing, guys, is that my sister probably would have been my closest match. My father, you guys can imagine, my father had to donate the blood because my uncle lived up in a different part of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania at the time, and they didn't want to ask Uncle Ralph to be my donor day because, guys, I needed the blood like that second. And Uncle Joe was out in Texas, so they said, just go to blood bank, get the blood. I was given diabetes in the blood transfusion. Now, guys, if my sister was here, maybe I would have gotten her blood and wouldn't have gotten diabetes, but who knows? Who knows, guys? Those were my first steps, and when my hair turned dark, I used to be a redhead, guys, seriously, I had, like, Donald Gleason red hair. It went dark, and the guys, like, me playing with my dolls and Barbies, I could have had my niece for that. I'm not playing dolls and Barbies, I don't love dolls and Barbies. So with that guy, and just having a sister would have been great. I had a best buddy, Crystal, my best friend, who is kind of like my step-in sister. For a lot of my early childhood, Crystal was the closest thing. Crystal and Kiara ended up being Crystal's sister. Were the closest thing to sisters I had in my childhood. So where Crystal stood should have been where Sandra was, but she wasn't. But Crystal was my best friend, and Crystal and I learned to walk together, guys. We held our hands, learning to walk and all. That should have been Sandra. Remember, that should have been Lily, not my niece's real name. Learning to walk, learning to talk, learning to use, having art parties, that should have been my niece. Guys, I survived a coma. I was given a vaccine, and I was allergic to it, we think. And it gave me diabetic shock. I had diabetes, and I went into a diabetic shock, slipped into a coma and died, and had to be resuscitated. And I slipped into a seizure. From a seizure to a coma twice again and died again before the doctor was able to start my heart. So guys, for that experience, I needed my sister, but she wasn't around. My first day of school. It would be nice to share that experience with my sister and my niece. My first day of school. It would be nice to come home. Now, guys, like I said, my sister was 30 years older than me, but still, it would have been nice for that. for my first day of kindergarten, my first crush. I'll tell my sister about it and all. I didn't get to have that. I don't know if I'm saying this video is about my sister, not my crushes. But in kindergarten, when I had my first really big crush, a boy named Zach, I could have talked to my sister about Zachary. She was 30 years older than me. Why would she want to? But then maybe Lily could have. Lily was only a few years older than me. When I was 8 years old, doctors found out that something was wrong with Daddy. I didn't think he was going to make it. Also, guys, no story too. Doctors thought my father had Lou Gehrig's disease. In the very, very early stages, it turns out he had myasthenia gravis. Okay, guys, where was my sister at when doctors thought my dad had Lou Gehrig's? Where was my sister? But you know what, guys? This video isn't going to be a sad one, guys. She was taking care of her daughter. When Daddy actually was correctly diagnosed with myasthenia gravis and only given a few months to live, I needed my sister. At that moment, I needed my sister. I had Eric and Dad and Mom, of course. At the age of 10, I was starting to learn how to, life goes and middle school, back from elementary school and growing into middle school. I needed my sister. I needed my big sister here to show me the ropes. And she went through the ropes 30 years before me, but still, you never not need your big sister. And it would have been nice, guys. When I fell at the age of 11, was pushed off a tree by a neighbor boy, hurting my arm, a permanent injury I have to this day. One of my main disabilities I have to this day. Also, guys, let's get to about 2. I was diagnosed with dyslexia. My sister also had it. Guys, they do. My sister had special needs, sort of, as well, by the way. My sister had learning disabilities and other things. So the fact that growing up with a sister, though she was an adult with a disability and learning challenges as well, would have made me feel so much less alone. Guys, I'm saying this is not to bash Sonia. She's not here. She can't say this or any of that. I'm not saying to bash her, guys. My sister did good things in her life. She took care of elderly people. She risked her life. She lost her life taking care of others. But anyway, guys, when I went into middle school, it was a great time to have my sister. My first period, my first thing, my first kiss, my first, we'll go a little far. Okay, guys, even like when I my first really big crush in middle school, Roger. Where was my sister? I would have liked if I had a sister to talk to me about Roger. So I had to Roger mom to death, literally. And I graduated middle school, going into high school. The times when Josh Newton, frankly, you're watching this, Josh, I got nothing against you. When Fragley would tease me, not his real name, I don't know about his real name. Guy I call Fragley, because he looks just like the guy from Diary of Me Kids. He's big and chunky, like the red hair. Anyway, when Fragley would tease me and call me fat, I think he was projecting. Now, guys, this thing, they've been doing Fragley and his friend, I could just say here, they're never going to see my channel, Caesar and Josh. I actually like them, and they were mean to me in middle school, and they teased me. But you know what, guys? The middle school ended and became high school. The day I met Carl, or Corey, whatever name you want to give him, it would have been nice to have had my sister there. I was there, like, this boy, he's really cute, He's kind of a jerk, but blah, blah, blah. Guys, high school was basically wrapped around Corey. So, anyway, guys, at the dance, at the end of the year, spring, when Corey kissed me on the cheek and made me feel like he actually liked me, though he was high, and that was me. I needed my sister at that moment to say, it's okay, honey, your crush likes you back, it's okay. Which sounds a little crazy. For my first kiss, I'd have had my sister to talk about it with. But she wasn't there. Now, guys, I'm not going to say, my sister-in-law dubbed in, not her real name, dubbed in a lot at that teenage years for Sonia, whatever you want for her. She dubbed in a lot. Like, she helped me talk to me about Corey and all that kind of stuff. When I went to the sophomore dance, actually, guys, the end of freshman year, we had what we call Shadow Day in my school, where the younger 8th graders and coming 9th graders next year came in. And I met a very cute boy. And I thought, well, he's very handsome. I kind of developed a little crush on him. I didn't know he also developed feelings for me, too. Guys, at the back to school dance, sophomore year, he kissed me on the cheek and told me I was the most beautiful girl at the school. Huh. See little Grayson? Ow, guys, it's my clock. Sorry, guys, this is my grandpa kind of clock back there. So anyway, guys, my sister wasn't there for the experience. My sister-in-law was. When my boyfriend broke up with me because he thought I was having a relationship with Coral, Corey, whatever you call him, Carl or Corey, and broke up with me, I needed my sister to move. Now, I had Darlin', though. She was good at that moment. When Brian hugged me at the dance and told me I was so beautiful in 11th grade, I needed my sister. In 11th grade, we all went to a trip to Maryland, guys, my school trip. Anyway, I wasn't feeling well. I've told you guys the story a million times. I wasn't feeling good, and I was sitting in the seat in front of Carl. Of course, Carl was very active throughout my high school career because I had a huge crush on him. When I turned around to Carl, can you please lower your voice, Carl and Tyler? Carl and Taylor, can you please lower your voices? Taylor, that's really a boy in school. Very similar name. And I was like, Taylor, could you please lower your voice? Your voice is going through my skull. And Taylor and Carl are just still being kind of weird. Well, eventually, I said something I should never have said to them, and Carl flipped out, cursed me out, so they beat me up basically the whole class. And I was very upset. And Taylor did say, dude, you better watch it, because I know Derek. He's 6'2" with a deep voice and match. He's a big, thick guy. You're going to carry in. Derek's going to go after you. Derek's going to go after you. And then Carl's face went bright red like Derek's hair. So funny, guys. You guys have brothers beat red hair. Anyway, guys, I needed my sister, or a sister figure, when I cried for 5 days that mother and aunt got involved and all. I needed my sister that day. Guys, speed up for the graduation day. No, the day my mother died, my mother took a heart attack when I was in 11th grade. She had a near-fatal heart attack. She did pass away. They had to resuscitate my mom. My sister wasn't there for me. Understand, guys, she's raising her own family. And then, a few years after that, my mother died 4 months before I turned 18. Where was my sister? Wasn't there for that either. But guys, I hold nothing on my sister. My 18th birthday, my sister wasn't there. My high school graduation, my sister wasn't there. Guys, it would have been good to have my sister there. When, I had a house fire that nearly claimed my life, my sister wasn't there. All the big experiences of my life, when I fell and hurt my ankle, Rupert said he was so glad to know my leg wasn't broken, but my sister didn't talk to me then. The night I met Charles, it would have been nice to have my sister to tell. My first couple of dates with Charles, that would have been lovely to be able to tell my sister. To someone to experience girls without a dating experience, that was pretty good. Guys, the night, I'm all hanging out and all. The night I met Grayson, I would have liked to have told my sister, but she wasn't there. Guys, more recently, before Grayson and Charles, and then very big thing, my father had to have his gallbladder out. There was a high risk he'd pass away on the operating table. And I cried listening to You Can Let Go Now, Daddy. My sister wasn't there. A few months back, almost a year ago now, they did a blood test on my dad, and something came up in his blood work. And this is the part of when you're going to cry. Doctors thought my father had cancer. Very early stage prostate cancer. It was swollen prostate, guys, but still. My sister wasn't there. And I reached out to my brother, and he unfriended me on Facebook. Are you seriously, Rupert? Are you serious? But anyway. Guys, there's been a lot of experiences in my life. Getting my ears pierced. Look at my sister here for that. But guys, my sister was not an evil person. She was a good person. She took care of the elderly, and she was a physical therapist. And she gave her life to take care of the elderly. She lost her life in being infected with COVID to take care of the elderly, guys. So Sonia wasn't an evil person. She was my sister. And now I want to think that I have my sister as my personal guardian angel, Mix's mom. I have a guardian angel in heaven, and I call her Big Sister. So guys, this is a very emotional film. It's very long, so I'm going to end it here. So video. Because also, guys, the time that I realized that I think in my heart, at least, I'm meant to be Carl's wife. I would love to have told my sister how I met my future husband and had a whole big blowout, my 30th birthday party, all of the birthday parties, everything that she missed, guys. I love to have had her here for this, but I hope she's watching me from heaven. To my next uploaded video, I'm going to comment, like, share my own videos, subscribe, hit that bell, hit that big, button to be notified, hit that big subscribe button, hit that bell to be notified every time I upload. Next upload video, I love you all. Bye, guys.